Links in the description below for everything that would be relevant to an individual that would be looking to create a studio. And the softboxes, the lights, the microphones, the camera, those are things that you really want to try to get dialed in before you can really start producing that content that has a nice look to it. Greetings, folks. Welcome back. A few of you were requesting me to do a studio update. 6 months ago, I attempted to do an update. We were in the middle of, well, you know what the world is in the middle of. Finances, a little slow trickling in, but I do have an update for you. So let me show you where I'm at. Right now, we're in the basement. This is the bar area. Now, we're not big drinkers. Whatever alcohol is in that fridge has been there since last year. These two countertops I wanted to replace with butcher block. And there's also a gentleman in the neighborhood across the street from us who can do granite, and we had to kind of pump the brakes on that as finances were getting a little tight. But I did replace these 4 bar stools. This does look pretty nice. Now over here, this is various laptops, you know, sleeves, scales, turntables, yeah, iFixit, Spider 5. All of this stuff in here is like, this is my bag of goodies right here, man. All my thermal paste solutions, screw kits, foam barriers, micrometer, oh my gosh, watt meters, tons of mice. This is the GS66. I'm still working on a few solutions with MSI on this to get this addressed before we send it back. So we're not done. We're trying to get fan noise and the microphone screeching sound under control. We've got decibel meters, the lapel mic that I'm currently wearing. Oh my gosh, all sorts of camera holders, you know, thermal guns, various headsets. Right in through here. In fact, I do need to review this one. This one is spectacular. And gosh, C920 webcam for those Zoom meetings. As we pan over here. Okay, now this whole basement I had painted this semi-gloss gray and then matte finish on the background so it doesn't reflect. I already have enough reflection off of this bald head. We've got the dry erase board. This helps me keep myself on track. And yeah, check this out. 3x6 butcher block. We've got legs made out of pipe, and I put this together myself. This was pretty nice, but if you were to buy something like this straight up somewhere, it probably would have cost $1,000. I have like a third of that into it. Very cool. The spacer keyboard, HP Omen mechanical. I have had this, I'll have to look back in my notes, but this has been a minimum of 3 months that I have put into this. Lots of time, lots of battery drains, and I should be able to produce a review on that hopefully within the next week. This microphone that'll swing over from when I'm sitting here. I like that I can keep this out of the way. I dig it. Softboxes with 5500 Kelvin bulbs. And then all of the lights here and there, it's all 5000 Kelvin. The Canon M50 mirrorless camera. I'm trying this thing out. This is a used item. I do like it. I've been using my iPhone on this channel for too many years. This is clearly a nicer solution. Gives me more adjustability, those nice blurred backgrounds and transitions. I can kind of just make everything look nicer with this. So I think I'm gonna keep this. A little expensive for being used, but I think brand new, these are like $500 or $600. So wow, I would love to be able to purchase one of those, but it would take a few months in the channel to be able to swing one of those bad boys. I like it. I think I'm gonna buy that. Tripods. You can't run a YouTube channel like this without a good tripod, right? So this was my wife's. This tripod is every bit of 20 years old. Blackout curtains, soundproof, very nice. And look at this, the tri-state area. Wow, sunshine in February. 28 days this month. I'll bet you we will have 5 of them like this at the most. This is so nice to see, but we're not here to show you the sunshine. Actually, yes, we are. Just one more peek. Oh, amazing. Wheel table. All right. So back in March of 2020, I was putting together a project for me to sell these wheel tables, and my father-in-law, he's got an old muscle car, and I like to go to car shows with him, and I thought it would be cool to, you know, sell some wheel tables to the enthusiasts out there. So I mean, we've got steel. These are, you know, laser cut, powder coated, super heavy duty, 17-inch wheels, you know, tempered glass top, very sturdy. Unfortunately, I was just putting all this together right before this lockdown situation that we still are currently sort of in. Car shows, this just did not happen. But I do have 2 of these put together in the house and a few more bits and pieces to put together for a few more wheel tables, but it just never got off the ground because of, well, you guessed it, pandemic. Living room, I've done a lot of entertainment room rather. I've done a lot of reviews off this coffee table here because I did not have this for the longest time. So I was doing everything in here to try to keep myself in the basement while my children were upstairs doing their non-traditional instruction. So having to kneel down on my knees and feet and use a laptop for hours on end for the review was very challenging. So I'm very happy to have that solution behind us. Another blackout sound deadening curtain there. Bruce Lee, Steve McQueen, Sylvester Stallone, huge fans. This is an old 1080p OLED television from LG. This, I don't even tell you how old this was. Maybe 5+ years old. Doing very, very nicely though. And yeah, so now let me take you upstairs where we do all of the editing. Kitty! All right, here we are. Right now we're using the Matrix RP17 4800H RTX 2060, and this has been doing my editing now off and on for quite a while. Not nearly as fast as my Aero 15 with a 6-core Intel, but it's just due to the fact that the software does not like the AMD CPU. I think actually I featured this in a recent video showing how much faster the Intel solutions can be over Ryzen for my particular software. But nonetheless, I like it because, listen to it. Hear that? No, you don't. Exactly. Nice and quiet. Acoustic foam. We've got another one of these here. Of course, there's some doors on the other side of this. Keeps sound down. This is a 4x8 matte soundproofing as well. 25 inches by 8 feet butcher block. Of course, I stained this that same weathered gray. 5-Fine Technology microphones. I reviewed this as well as a few other ones. Great bang for the buck. Current headset is the Philips SP9500s. These are so old, way older than this particular YouTube channel. The open ear design is nice for me right now because of course it allows me to concentrate on what I'm doing, but also allows me to better hear my children when they need me, because 3rd and 5th graders doing non-traditional instruction are in constant need of help of their parental units to help them get through school, which is, yeah, it's been a very good time. Millennium Falcon, wireless charger, amazing. This thing's awesome. Got it on sale for like 20-something bucks at GameStop sometime last year. It was, I love it. Yeah, tech nerd here. Logitech G305. This has an NVMe drive and an external NVMe enclosure. So if I have 60 gigabytes worth of data off of a review unit and I need to peel that off of that device and chuck it into my editing solution, even though this just has USB-C instead of Thunderbolt 3, being able to get all that data off of a review unit and then onto here is much faster. UHS 1, USB-C, nowhere near as good as a lot of those Intel solutions overall for my workflow. I'm enjoying using this for other reasons and I'm having fun with it. So it is what it is. Another wheel table here. Really like this one. These legs are made of aluminum. Oh, man, I really dig this. Another softbox. And yeah, I mean, you know, that pretty much sums it up. I'd like to say, yeah, this is the way it's going to be for the next 12 months, but my channel has evolved so much over the last 3 years, especially over the last maybe 1 year, right? As my kids embrace a hybrid solution for school and then full-blown virtual, having to relocate my editing situation so I don't interfere with them, but yet I can still hear what's going on in the household, trying to make money through this, you know, pandemic, through my main occupation, which has been pretty much all but shut down nearly. I've got to fly under the radar to do what I do. And yeah, that pandemic has really put quite the hamper on our lifestyles. It's of course done so many people out there. So this is where we're at now. Links in the description below for everything that would be relevant to an individual that would be looking to create a studio. And the softboxes, the lights, the microphones, the camera, those are things that you really want to try to get dialed in before you can really start producing that content that has a nice look to it. All right, so that's it. Links in the description below. Hopefully you enjoyed this studio update. It is February 2nd, 2021. I'm Bob of All Trades, and I hope to see you in the next video.